Hello everyone, welcome to Fablehaven Class of Heroes 3 Remastered. It has been 15 long years since this game originally released in Japan, and it has finally come to the West. Special thanks to P-Cube for providing me a key ahead of its release on September 18th. If you'd like to take a look at the game for yourself, you can find a link in the description to the Steam page. Without further ado, let's take a look at this dungeon crawling JRPG. There are a number of differences. This game is basically built off of the second one, Class of Heroes 2, but there are a number of mechanical differences. Some of them I don't know the extreme details of, so if I say something wrong, I apologize. I'd love to know the details myself. So Class of Heroes 3 allows you to begin at 3 different academies. There are a few changes that this does. This changes your uniform, so we have Drakken Academy, Takachiho College, and Prestiana Institute. You see the uniform changes here. Also changes a few of the classes you have access to at the start of the game, and it changes where you are in the world, perhaps most importantly. My understanding is that Takachiho is the most difficult start, and Drakken is the simplest start. So for that reason, and that reason alone pretty much, here we are, Drakken Academy. Line up, we're a transfer student. This is Dresden. And this is the glorious Drakken Academy, where I'll hammer into you the basics of adventuring. By learning here, you'll see both deadly adventures and paths that lead to glory. There's a little event to celebrate your arrival. Go to the gymnasium. Go, 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 go. And here is our lovely principal. Congratulations on your enrollment. I'm the principal here, and my name is Gestalt. I don't know if he's actually a statue or if someone is speaking through the statue, but yeah, the Academy is an adventure school with a long history and tradition. The idea behind its founding, inherited from the age of myth, is to raise champions who would keep the land peaceful and eventually fly off into the wider world beyond. I don't think this game is directly connected to its predecessors. So if you haven't played them before, don't worry about it. Learn what you can from your teachers here in school, hone your skills and your friendship with your fellow students in the wild and dungeons. And although not as innovative as the Prestiana Institute, or as well-versed in combat or culture as the honored Takachiho College, our school will become a wonderful place. Welcome to Drakken. And here's our first story character. It wasn't much, but that ended the transfer ceremony. A warm welcome to you all. I'm a school doctor, Katya. Call me Miss Katya. Is this your first time seeing a fallen angel? Whoops, sorry. I'm not thinking of doing bad stuff or becoming the goddess of a new world. Or anything like that. I might be. If you are hurt during your adventures, I'll gently fix you up. So just come to the infirmary whenever you need it. Right, next you should go to the staff room for the enrollment. It's where you will put down your names, races, and your preferred courses. Once you're done with the enrollment, Mr. Dresden will take you on a school tour. Oh, also, I'll give you permission to go to the first dungeon, the Dark Journey Forest. Alright. This is the enrollment, your recruitment. And there are a lot of details. If you don't want to go through this, there are already pre-made characters that you can choose from and add to your team and just kind of run it down. They start at level 2, and there's a very good reason for that. But we'll talk about that as we get into the nitty-gritty here. Now, the keen amongst you may have noticed a number did change. In the middle of the screen is your BP, your bonus starting points. It is at 10. That number can vary from 1, I've never seen it roll a 1, but it can, to 60. Now, don't get too tied up on the re-rolling here, as we are very unlucky. Because all of your characters, as they level up, they're kind of reaching a predetermined stat level, which is calculated based off of your race and your class. 35, fantastic. So, at least in the previous styles, I'm not sure if it'll happen in this one. If you have a really high starting BP, it is possible to lose stats when you level up, and that never feels good. This game is a little old school. So, we'll recruit our first applicant. This is going to be Kuka, because there are a great deal of races. Celestia, Diabolos, Bahamut, Felper, Fairy, Kulaz, Gnome, Dwarf, Elf, and Human. The main difference between all of the races is that they all have different, well, first of all start at different starting stat points, but all stats that they are good at and will grow to be better at. So Celestia has a lot of mind, which is good for healing and magical defense. Although I have different plans for you. Kulka is a Felper. Now, to my understanding, for some reason, the Felper have exceptional HP growth. They get a lot of health, even though, just looking at the raw stats, the Bahamut, who also, by the way, has really good HP growth, should have more, because they have 14 vitality compared to 10. I do wish it kind of showed the stat growth of the race. I think that'd be pretty helpful, especially newer characters, but newer players, excuse me. But it is what it is. So, Kulka is a Felper. No. And there are quite a few voices you can pick from. We'll just stick with the default one here. 17. And we get to pick our subject. So, there's a lot going on here. You can, whenever you just hover the class, it shows you their main weapon, if they have any magic, what their strategy is, what they're good at. So the fighter is good in the Vanguard, and it's a basic combat course that gradually increases strength, vitality, and HP as the grade improves. As I mentioned, as your character grows, they have like a point that they're trying to get to with their stats. And that is determined by your race and your class. So even if you don't re-roll for 35 bonus points, whatever, don't worry about it. You will eventually get to the same place. We can check out our skills. There's magic, which the fighter doesn't have access to. And you have a whole bunch of skills with finger buttons you can literally just press, or passives, or both. We'll find out together. And then you can see here are the stats that will be changed as you change into this. HP, health, MP, mana. Power is your strength, so how much physical damage you do. And I believe this does affect ranged weapons. I believe. Intelligence is how much magic damage you do. Mind is how much healing you do. And your magic resist. Vitality is your health pool. Agility is your speed in battle and your lock-picking success chance, I think. And luck is your critical hit chance and something else to do with lock-picking. Which is very important, so everybody wants a thief for the certified thief. There are a few classes that do have certified thief, so it doesn't be a thief exactly. But thief, I believe, is the only one that begins with thievery, which is very, 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 very important. And we will have one, but it won't be Kulka. You can also hear the attack, hit, magic attack, defense, avoidance, magic defense. So be it. So Kulka is going to be a martial artist. Oh, before we click this, there is one more class that you may notice kind of far down here. This is your racial class. For the Felpers, that is Beast. Beast has a good Unga Bunga. I don't know. I think this is more of like a late game thing, because I want to say, this may be incorrect, but I believe the more complex the class, which are most like of the racial classes, the slower they gain experience, I think. Another thing worth noting is that the Beast, which is a frontliner, gains a lot of agility. That's their kind of like stats that they start with, at least. Whereas the Martial Artist, which is a very similar type class, is tankier. So, we'll be starting with the Martial Artist for Kulka. On top of that, I haven't been able to really get a solid answer here, but in the previous titles, what was super, super important to your team comp was a reclassing mechanic, where basically you would start at one of these basic classes, fighter, mage, what have you, and level up a bit, learn their basic skills, and then you would switch into a more specialized class, like a thief into ranger or ninja, mage into sage, which we'll see. In this game, there is a main subject and a sub-subject, but we won't get sub-subject for a long time. So I don't actually know if we want to follow the same principle. But we're going to be an martial artist for now. We can choose our bonus points, and you can choose up to 10 and any stats. So, for the monk, we unga, we bunga. I don't think we care about intelligence at mind or at all. Like, even a little bit. Agility is speed, right? Probably want more of that. I believe what I've said so far is all correct. But again, if I said anything wrong, please feel free to let me know. So Kuka is going to be our first character. Now, before I start rolling out other characters, these characters come in at level 1. And let's see, do I have another monk here? I do, Chiaka, okay. Level 1 characters, for some reason, are really, really low stats. Oh, it's a dwarf monk. Interesting. So at level 2, this dwarf has 81 hit points. Kuka has 17. With more vitality. So level 1 is really difficult. So if you want to just, pick up these pre-made characters and run it down, that is entirely your prerogative. But allow me to make the rest of our team, and we'll continue on.
2 hours later.
I accidentally backed out of the creation while I had selected a team, so let's go through this together, and then I'll introduce the crew. So, welcome. Oh, wait, no, congratulations on enrolling. That's Face. Aha, you're doubting me. I'm a teacher. A child, sure. But I learned so much so quickly that I skipped all the grades and became a teacher. She is a fairy. The fairies are quite quick. I guess in both quick-witted and just fast. I can teach you all kinds of courses, but I specialize in the thief curriculum. Call me Miss Spiel. I thought it was going to be Miss Steele. Mr. Dresden is busy, so I'll be the guide for your tour. Okay, let's go. Now, we could take the tour, and I guess we'll do it together. All right. Anyway, this is first let me tell you about these buildings, one by one. To the left, you can see the dorms. Drakken has a boarding system. All of our students live there and have a good time. To the right, you can see the tech building. It contains a lab where they develop tech, and the school store where you can buy all kinds of items, whether for daily life or combat. There's also the infirmary, where our nice Katya treats the sick and the injured. In the middle, there's the main building. It has the staff room where the teachers go, as well as your classrooms. There's another building behind it, and that is the school's pride, the library. The library is where you go to take quests or look things up. You need it for your adventures. That's it for the basics of this school. Now, let's take a look inside. First, the staff room. This is our workplace, the staff room. I'm a teacher, so I'm fine, but when you come here, you should be pretty tense. Here you can do enrollment, such as course changing. Amazing, huh? So, yes, you can change your class freely, but I don't believe the skills carry over. Unless you're bringing them as a subclass, which is a much later thing. But I believe the character level is separated from classes? That might not be true. Next, let's go to the doors. I told you there's a lot of uncertainty. I've scraped together information from the previous title and from Japanese websites that I could find. Oh, hey, here's another character. Are you transfer students? Good grief. So I have to meet even more commoners here. Oh, how I would like a dormitory only for myself. Listen, you are free to go to the school, but do not go to the library without a good reason. Now make way. Oh dear, that girl. You can introduce yourselves later. Thanks. The dorms are where you live and organize your party. Next, you go to the store. So the dorms, one of the great tricks, at least in this game with the dorms, is it's free to rest. So you can heal yourself up with magic, and then you can rest to regain the MP. So you don't have to spend money on healing resources. This is the store. There's everything from weapons to snacks. I love this place. Come here for your equipment and items before going on adventures. Thanks. Here's where we're going to be spending a lot of time, I think. Oh my, welcome to the lab. Ah, Miss Katya. There, good girl. I think I skipped something on accident. You did as I said and went to guide the new arrivals. That's nice to see. You're so great. I look after the lab because I'm also in charge of the magical curriculum. While I'm very nice in the infirmary, I might be a bit dangerous here in the lab. This is where you do alchemy, something that lets you join various equipment and materials to create new things. It is a skill you need for adventuring, so you better learn it well. I can put you on the list of people waiting for my personal lessons. Miss Katya's personal lessons are something else. Let's go to the infirmary next. Are you coming with me? This is Miss Katya's main base, the infirmary. Come here to heal if you get hurt. Don't take naps, though, okay? Okay, let's go back. Ah, looks like you're done showing them around. I did my best. Thanks. You probably know the basics of the school now. Get ready for your lessons. Dismissed. Okay. Here's the team. But there was something I forgot to change. So let me fix a certain glasses man. Ho, 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 I got so lucky. Well, that's going to be me for sure. So the character I need to fix is the Fairy Fabe. Now, the reason why... Did I pick Fabe because he just has glasses? Maybe. The reason why we need 45 BP is I'm going to make Fabe the unique fairy class, the Sage. Now, this is ill-advised. Because this is a very advanced class. Wait, do I even get healing here? Dispel, explosive. We get some support, right? Yeah, we get healing. The Sage has access to a whole bunch of magical attacks, pretty much all kinds of magical attacks, and various support things. It's a very good magical class, but it is very demanding for its stats. And I also forgot to talk about some of the passives. So, fairies and gnomes and celestias have float by default. This allows them to not trigger traps. They won't be damaged by floor traps, which is very helpful. Of course, if you bring a mage with you, which is highly recommended. I didn't do that. Maybe Fabe should be a mage here. There is a spell. Please tell me you have. I don't think you do. Maybe? I think it's called Floatal. Okay, cool. So mages have Floatal, which allows them to float over traps, so that they don't trigger floor traps, which is all well and fun. Okay. So we'll be going for the Sage. Again, I think if you wanted to be like a meta player here, you would want to start as one of these mages and then later go on to Sage. We're going to try this out because I don't know how it works exactly. I also was starting to mention the passives. I guess I could just show you real quick. The Bahamoons, and I believe the Diabolos, I believe they have breath. Yeah, so they can use this attack. It's like a magical attack. Maybe it's a null damage attack. That is just a ranged ability that they have for free. I wouldn't say it's great, but it's free. It can be very helpful for early game when the Diabolos are very good mages. So if you have them in the backline, they can use breath without using MP, and they have attack and stuff. Then there is one thing I need to talk about. Also, I don't know why dwarves are furries, but that's why we don't have one. The gnome. So the gnome has float, but it also has protection. As far as I'm aware, this is the only source of 100% insta-kill negation in the game. There might be items or something. But, so an old strategy, I don't know if this is still possible, but an old strategy in the previous titles was to have a party full of gnomes. They just take every roll, and you cannot be insta-killed ever. There was some sort of item you could farm relatively easily that would increase your max HP, which is their weakest scaling ability. Gnomes are kind of cool. They're like some weird automaton thing, I think. But anywho, back to what I was doing. Fairy. So the strength of the Fairy is that it's not quite as exceptional of a spellcaster as the elves or the other really specialized spellcasters, Diabolos, what have you. But they are decent spellcasters that are fast. And that can be the difference between dying and surviving. So that's why we're a Sage and why we are a Fairy. So now I need to correct this real quick. How do I do this? Good. Just do that. Okay, so both they just start at 2 HP. That's how the Sage rolls. Wait, did I not? I bonus points on my vitality, right? Huh. This one has ever so slightly more stats. I guess we're just living with 2 HP. So, here is the team. We, of course, have Koka. Then we have Rias. Yes, Rias Gremory. She is a Drago Knight. The Drago Knights are the unique class for the Bahamoons. And they can learn magic. Or they will learn magic eventually. Which is why she has 12 mind here. But they're super tanky, very durable. Highly recommend if you enjoy that sort of thing. They're basically like a better version of the Knight, I think. Then we have the Fallen Angel. I love the Fallen Angel. But they are pretty squishy. She only has 8 hit points in the front line, which is never going to end well. But they also gain access to debuffs and offensive spells, so pretty fun. Phaelus is our thief. Now, I mentioned I highly recommend always having a thief. The Kulas are exceptional at this, but they are a little squishy. So, you can keep that in mind. Their unique job is the Feng Shui, which I believe was originally called Geomancer. But of course had to be changed because now there's Geomancers. And that's really good for farming in the late game. So if you like the Kulas, find something for them to do. Then we have Alcor, who is a pastor. This is one of the gender specific. I mean, depending on no matter what gender you are, it does the same thing. Pastor, none, it does the same thing. You just have a different name. And the pastor has both light and dark magic, offensively, and all the healing skills. So this is going to be our primary healer. The elves have a lot of mind. Faith is sometimes referred to. All very good. And don't be deceived. This What does it do? This power stat means strength. Okay. Wait, we need a sword. That's how that works. Okay. Now, there is one more quirk. I don't think I can see it here. Oh, I can. So, you may notice that Kulka is in the back line. In this game, you can determine everyone's positions kind of like independently. The only thing you can't do is you cannot have 6 backliners, but you can have 6 frontliners. There is a benefit to this, although I don't think it's worth it, where if you have a full frontline, they can't be surprised. But if they're in the front line, they're all going to get swiggity swacked, All right, so here's the team. I don't think we have equipment at the moment. Do we? Oh, you have a dagger. That's not what you want. Mr. Phaelus here needs a ranged weapon. Okay. Fair enough. I think we're starting off by going to the library. There was a girl reading the book in silence. You said not to come unless it was important. Regardless, my name is Kirstorte, I guess. I'm of esteemed origins. I believe you have heard of me. Oh, what is that face? Have you actually not heard about me? Ugh, you rural commoners. I had no intention to reveal my status yet anyway. I am a high-status lady that you would normally not even be allowed an audience with. However, I also work as a librarian here. This means I must grant those notice board quests to those who come here. How vexing! Behold this grand library, the pride and joy of Drakken. It also happens to be the royal library that records the history of the kingdom of Neuzeheim. And because of tradition or whatnot, I must do this bothersome work. So there, go and look at the notice board and come take a quest. Though, try not to bother me too much. So we can take quests. We have 2. The first test, where we should begin. There's also an errand. Yeah. Fine. I will. Oh, we were kicked out of the library. I don't actually know where this guy is. Is he in the staff room? No. Okay, time for your first adventure. The wild and the dungeons are full of dangers and monsters. Let me explain the combat systems so you do not panic when you run into them. Should we listen to it together? All right, listen up. When a battle begins, you get the option to fight, change formation, and run. This is basically battle prep. Fight is how you start fighting the monsters. If you need it, change formation lets you reorganize the party's positioning. If you get ambushed or surprised, the forward and back line switch. So that's why change formation is actually very important to know. Run is how you get away from the scene. Tactical retreats are important now and then, but if you fail to run away, you leave yourself open for one turn, so that can be pretty risky. Failing to run is the only one of these things that uses up a turn, so take your time and plan your battle. When you set to fight, you move on to the selection of which monster you'll fight first, selecting the commands for the characters in the orders of 1 to 6. The battle will start the moment you set the action of the final character. When the battle begins, the fast characters will act first. Next up, skills. First, I'll teach you the biggest thing separating them. There are 2 types of skills, active and passive. For example, breaths and other actions like that are active skills. Meanwhile, passive skills are ones like protection and floating. Basically, doing something yourself is an active skill, while skills that are active all the time are passive. Skills can be pretty specific too. There are ones like Counter, Fierce Slash, and Exorcism. You can acquire lots of different ones depending on your courses. Dual wielding can be used by various courses, but Flash Slash is exclusive to samurais. Basically, you should pick your courses based on your skills you want to learn. I think samurais are an advanced class that I don't have access to right now. So thanks, Dresden. That's it about individual skills, but there's also party skills. These are skills that you use together. You can find and figure out those by yourself. Well, thank you. Did you hear enough about battles? Let's move on to compatibility. It's very important in your fights. So this is your first time using compatibility, huh? Let me give you a very special lesson on the basics of this. Compatibility is the bond connecting people. Like that one. I don't like that one. There's an ancient, secret way to take these hidden feelings and connect them with lines. First, choose a character whose line you want to draw. There are 2 types of lines, like lines and dislike lines. Normally, if you draw a like line, you also have to draw a dislike, but there are exceptions, so listen well. People adventuring alone obviously cannot draw any lines. With 2 adventurers, only one of them can draw a line. As you draw compatibilities, you might sometimes see a discovery symbol. That is proof that you have activated a skill. You can see the activated skill on the status screen. I am sure it will be useful in battle. That's it for the explanation. Like or dislike, you'll just have to put it into practice. Go on and find skills you like. It's nice to have a relationship chart that's just for you, isn't it? Though don't take your friendships too far. Anyway, that's it for the special lesson. Right, I forgot about this. So in previous versions, there are 2 things that are not in this game. First of all, alignment. There was good, neutral, and evil, and those affected a number of things. That's gone. There's none of that. Then, there's this. In the previous titles, relationships were based off of your races. That was part of what made gnomes, one of the more attractive parts of gnomes, is that they were liked by pretty much everyone. And on the flip side, Diabolos were pretty much disliked by everyone. Now, you get to individually pick who likes who. I gotta be honest, I don't really know what it does outside of it unlocks some skills for you that are pretty mana intensive. So, if I were to do this, here we go. So, for example, we all know that Fabe loves Satu. We get to pick looking good or not good. So if we pick looking good, that is a like line. But because we have made a like line, we have to make a dislike line. And who does Fabe dislike? Phaelus, that rotten thief. And by doing so, we've created a skill. So yeah, that's how this works. We can do this if we want to. I think we can create like the most complicated spell in the game, or just lines everywhere. Does Alcor like Satu? Does everyone like Satu? Is that something I can do? How about Alcor and Kuka? And Alcor hates Phaelus. That rotten thief. Oh, we both got things going. Okay. Well, this rotten thief loves Rias because of plot reasons. You know who he hates? Fabe, that flying sod. Oh, I've opened up a lot of skills. Okay. Well, Kuka likes Fabe, of course. Who does Kuka dislike? Rias, that attention-hogging frontliner. We did get a skill. So Satu. Okay, good. We already have one. No. Rias likes that slimy little thief. And dislikes the cat that's trying to steal everyone's attention. Okay. I think that's everyone, right? Okay, cool. So we've set them up. Again, I don't know what the full, like, the full details are here, but we've done it. Isn't that fantastic? Now, again, here at the changed class, you can even do this in combat. So here you can see all of the different jobs. They're all level 0. Or they're all at 0%. Again, I think there's a difference between job and character level. Because it says percentage, right? I don't know. We're just going to rock it and we'll see how we do. Did I complete the quest? No. We'll hold off on that. And then there's a yearbook, which I guess we can just use to check stuff. Okay, that's good. So, can I do... Oh my. Welcome to the lab. Is it your first time doing alchemy? I love first times. I'll gently lead you through it. Then let us start with synthesis and dismantling. Synthesis is alchemy that combines items to create new items. Dismantling is taking out an item's base and separating it into multiple items. When you master synthesis and dismantling, you'll be able to create powerful weapons and items. Let us have you experience it. Take this trial sling. Go on and dismantle it. Then read the alchemy textbook and take it apart gently. Tell me when you're finished. You can dismantle it here or use the alchemist skill. Now go on and enjoy your first time. Okay, so alchemy is very important. We're going to use this to break down the sling as she requested. I kind of want the sling, but this will do. Now, unlike in previous titles, I think that once you dismantled it, it would go back to inventory and you had to click on it again. Now you can just, keep doing it back and forth. So, report. Wow, you're good. Such a beautiful dismantling. Next, I'll teach you about item synthesis. When dismantling the trial sling, you got a split sling, didn't you? The split sling is the trial sling's scrap or waste, and it can be the basis of a trial sling. Basically, if you want to synthesize a trial sling, you must have at least one split sling. With that in mind, let us try synthesizing a trial sling. Though it's not like you can create a trial sling with just a split sling. A trial sling can only be completed when you have another material besides a split sling. That is the wood junk that came out when you dismantled it. Basically, you are synthesizing the scrap, the split sling, and the material, the wood junk. And that creates the product, the trial sling. Now go and synthesize it. Alchemy is the marriage of material. Measure the nature of the elements as you proceed carefully. I'm waiting to hear of your success. So you can't just rip stuff. I've read that if you are very patient, you can actually create a very powerful weapon early in the game. I don't know how you do that, what that wholly entails, but just know that it is possible. Good work synthesizing that. Have you learned the basics of dismantling and synthesizing yet? If you want to learn the recipes for various items, consider buying them at the store. Looking at them will make it easier to know what you need for what you want. And finally, let me give you a little present. It is a set of items you will need to upgrade a weapon through synthesis. Whetstone and wood junk. One of each. You can use these to upgrade a trial sling. Upgrading can make items stronger than before. Try it out. Remember that weapons need whetstones and armor needs hard stones. When you get used to upgrading, do it many times on your favorite weapon. Loving just one forever is wonderful in its own way. Anyway, that's it for basic alchemy knowledge. Stop by again whenever you want. So if we do this. This just be how you make a powerful weapon. Okay. So we can also do something similar with pretty much anything else. We know a few... Apparently we know quite a number of Ascalon items. Alright. So we should be able to equip this onto Phaelus. This brings him... I like how it's still red. Oh, because it's less. We're from 22 to 12, but at least he can attack now. I don't think the Thief is good with those, but they're good with bows, I'm pretty sure. Now, at the store, you can, of course, buy weapons if you want. I don't think it's recommended, but it's here. And materials, so you can craft some stuff. But what we really are here for is the forest map. Highly recommend buying every map. Not sure why it's not gone. We can also buy recovery stuff, but as I mentioned, the most efficient way to do this is to use magic to heal. And then rests. That will save you a lot of money. We can also learn some alchemy recipes. Ribbons. A shoes. Are these accuracy shoes? Okay, these go away once you learn them. I think we have staffs already. Huh. Okay. What the heck? Drying pole. Yeah, just stuff like this. You could also YOLO. Oh, we can uncurse items here. You want to? I might change Faye, but since we're here... We haven't started yet, right? I think I'm going to switch this to... Co-op attack by 2 compatible characters. Oh. I mean... I was thinking I might switch this to a basic mage. Like Aeromancer. The difference between the different mage classes is they do have some slight stat differences, like the Aeromancer is faster than the others, but for the most part, they're all kind of the same. They all have like the basic support stuff for the map, and then they have, typically they have a heal skill. I think, ironically, Hydromancer is the one that doesn't. And then, of course, they have offensive spells related to their magic type. So the Aeromancer is good against water. Whatever, I'll try Sage. I'll run it down. Okay. The Infirmary, we can uncurse. Okay, select students reincarnate them. HP, MP, and ability points increase with every reincarnation. So maybe this is still a thing. Reincarnation in the previous games was different than reclassing, I think. Huh. So if this is still a thing, then we want to like have basic classes and then, you know, go reincarnate and then turn them into more difficult classes. But we're just going to run it down and we'll see how we can do. Again, I don't know what class I'm supposed to be doing here, but the world map. Oh, yeah, see, here's where we are. Oh, I bet there's a trick you can do with this resume thing. Just switch classes. Okay, let's begin. So, we are here in the dungeon. It only took me forever to get here. Now, we do have a little map because we bought the map. I don't know what those different things are. I think I can open it. We've walked into the corner there. But we would want to cast the spell map, which I don't think we have access to. No. We need just some mastery here. I know There it is. It's E. Okay. So again, this is because we have the map. If we didn't have the map, we would need the Mapple spell. Which can be very helpful. I don't think there is a sideways turn in this game. Because A opens this. D does nothing. Wait. That was Q. Wait. And of course we can also check Flame Bottle. Oh, that's cool. I don't know what that is, but that's cool. If it's Q to go this direction, what's going this direction? I'm so perplexed. Can I really only go one direction? I am, of course, using a keyboard. Sometimes there's stuff at dead ends, but sometimes there's not. I'm not sure what ally search is. Something appeared. Welcome to battle. Okay. So, a few things to know about battle. There's a lot of enemies. There's 10. In this game, from my understanding, melee attacks are going to go a long way. We cannot attack with Outcore. We can't really do anything with Fabe either. Magic, from my understanding, is not very strong. Until later on. Thankfully, we did get the sling. Wait, did I? Is Phaelus a female? Okay, so we're all... Thankfully, we're only taking like 1 damage. My understanding is also that they prefer to attack targets with higher HP. So hopefully that'll keep... That is the only thing we have keeping Satu safe. So next to the character icon, you also notice there's like 1 and then cross out and then cross out. That is because of our weapon range. So because we have the sling, which is a ranged attack, Phaelus can actually attack... No. Okay. So, yeah, there's pretty much basic combat early on. There's, you know, nothing's very exciting. Oh. But thankfully, Fabe will be very useful when we are healing. I'll hold space. I'll hold on, enter. Reyes is tanking it up. So I also noticed that only a few characters got experience. No, we all got experience. Okay. Only a few of us made progress in our subjects. But they're all at 0 still. Okay, interesting. A lot that I still personally have to learn. Thank you for bearing with me. No one should be surprised. You should just be birds. Because I don't know why they're... I don't know why we only saw the... blackout. Wait. Oh. Okay, disarm. Phaelus. So... this is the chess mechanic. This is why you always want a thief. No trap. Again, why you always want a thief. Silk shroom. I don't know what any of this is. Shall we find out? Oh. They're all in combat. Oh, we're getting some synthesis material. Okay. So, Reyes is taking a little bit of a beating. Fabe does have 23 mana. So we have 3 heals. I think we'll wait for 1 more combat. I believe this is a new zone. Yeah. I wish it kind of marked on the map. I'm spoiled by Etching Odyssey maps. But again, maybe this is just the... not the super special map, you know? Maybe we need Maple. Whatever it's called. There are so many enemies in this one. Ara! Phaelus might be marked as a female. We'll see. We'll have to heal Reyes after this, most likely. Satu has been stunned. You hate to see it. Her face makes me so sad. Oh, she's back. Yahoo! So another thing worth mentioning. Oh, hold on. We have to check it with Phaelus. There's no trap. I don't believe you. Pinhole camera. I believe it is the journalist class that is good with the camera. Do you want to use a camera? Hey, what does this do? Pinhole camera. So I believe you can see the range. Yeah. So range L means long range, and range S means short range. Since our frontline all has short range weapons, they can only attack the enemy frontline. And because our two spellcasters don't actually have weapons, I think they have daggers, right, which are short range. So yeah. Agility, is that agility minus 10? Oh. A simple camera like the kind you'd find is a bonus for buying some magazine. There are magazines in this world. How do you flip cameras? Not too kind. Okay, great. So Fabe is going to go ahead and heal Rias. A fat heal because Fabe is the goat. The benefit of being a sage. Although who knows if a mage would heal the same. Now, about Kulka. Okay, it's less damage if I unequip this. Monks do have, or martial artists rather, do have stuff for being barehanded, but I think they want to be using a rod. That's why I learned the knuckle recipe in case we want to craft a knuckle for her. Of course, there's no way to proceed. Well, maybe there's like hidden walls you have to check. Could be. Oh, I preemptively concluded my thought about using a mouse and keyboard. I'm using a mouse and keyboard, but I believe the game was originally created for the PSP. So if you have a PlayStation controller, it should work pretty well. Now going to the next zone here. Could be dangerous. Oh. I don't know what those are. The vacuum weasel. Why are there so many of them? Do we have any... Okay, so she just has that. We don't have the MP to actually do anything. It might... I hope we're going to be okay. Unfortunately, as a bishop, we currently don't have any skills. I thought we'd start with something. I don't really have the mana for this. It really helps if you have, if your backline is like a Diablos or something, because then they can breathe. It didn't kill it. Okay. That's scary. Oh, we need to leave. We need to leave, like, right now. Those weasels are terrifying. I told you, we're kind of like SOL until we get to level 2. At least I hope I said that. So we kind of need to get to level 1 and then go from there. So I think we will, and by we, I mean I think I'll do that for you. Hey, Kuka leveled up. Wow, we got only plus stats. That's nice. Bayless has also reached level up. The iron fish has been acquired. I believe that's a crafting material. Not an actual fist. Regrettably. Alcor's leveled up to 2. Yeah, see, look. We're going from 8 HP to 33. I don't know why level 2 is the magical number, but just keep that in mind. Also, power, I'm pretty sure, is strength. There's a level up for Fabe. He went from 2 HP to 8. Fairies. It is what it is. We got a whetstone, and we got a chest. Okay. Bayless. The Witch's Hex. Can you disarm that? The chest wasn't trapped. We got the Papyrus 4. Papyrus? I don't remember what he sounds like. Is that a weapon? It is. Oh, Papyrus -4. What is this? It's a book. Interesting. HP recovery +1, magic augment plus, spirit X, elemental X, luck +2. Does give magical attack. But again, we don't really want to be using magic if we can help it. So as you can see, our two specialized frontliners, Satu and Rias, still haven't leveled up. They are very close. But that's, you know, something to keep in mind when you're playing with the racial classes. They're a little more special. It is worth noting that when I leveled up, all my HP came back. Hey, Satu leveled up. Look at that whopping plus 34 HP. And Reyes is leveled up with a plus 45. She is up there with Kuka. We got the broken cow, the iron fist, the broken frog, and some money. Another minor detail is that in the previous titles, there were some fights, especially early on, that did not give you money. As you can see, that is no longer the case. In Clash of Heroes 3, every single... Okay, so I don't know what this bishop class is about. I thought I was supposed to have spells by now, Mr. Alcor. We've actually made some progression on our main subjects, which I think unlocks their skills or whatever. Alcor might need to change. We can even change here in the field. So I guess this is a good moment to test. So if we go away from Pastor and we go towards, I don't know, Aeromancer. Are we good? We just changed like that, and we're still level 2. Okay, so the level is separate from the job. So do you have magic now, Mr. Alcor? It does. Okay. I don't know what Bishop's thing is, team. Maybe we need to bring that as like a secondary class or something? I don't know. Alright, weasel bitches, I'm back. Round 2. Should we try one of these? They're effective against water. Wait, what's that black bar? I imagine they're not earth or anything. They're going after Satu. Something fierce. Six damage. Yeah, so the advice that I heard was very accurate. Focus on melee early on. We can try just a healing win for Satu. Go from there. I healed with Alcor thinking he would be fast. I mean, that was pretty good. I liked that. Okay. So yeah, I think we should... I just say that the fairies are fast, right? Alright, let's see what Fabe can do. We drop a heal on Kuka before she takes some damage. Yeah. Okay, fairies are fast. That's good. Only the Kulas was faster, which, again, that's kind of like their whole shtick. I thought I was attacking the same target. Okay, we'll heal up Rias. Need to get a proper ranged weapon for Phaelus. The sling is just not good. Only 143 XP? Game. I got that XP just mentally AFKing fighting a bunch of these. Oh, I spammed the magic, I think. No? Rias was knocked out. I think in one of the previous titles... No kidding. Knocking out would change your formation, I think. Maybe. Okay. Split axe, smoke bomb. No big deal. Okay. Can I share something with you? Too late. In my previous testing, before the embargo lifted, which, my bad, it lifted a few days ago. I'm a little late. But, when that lifted, in my testing, every treasure chest I touched was trapped. Every single one. And I didn't know at the time how to disarm it. Hey, we got it. And we got an apple pie. Nice. An American classic. Ah! One. Uh-oh. I don't think we can take this. Uh-oh. Alright, maybe I should fight. Alright. Let's fight. Okay, so we're gonna have you... Alcor's gonna heal Koka, because he's slower. Fabe is gonna heal Sato, because he's faster. Yeah, we're running it down. Here we go. We might need to just, like... Phalis joined Rias in the attack. Oh, that's nice. Is that what, wait. Phalis joined Rias. Yeah, that might be what the friendship thing is. Okay. Oh, we might need to min-max that a little bit. Okay. Because we have our spellcasters liking a lot of the front line, and they don't really help out. Maybe there's a benefit for spellcasters. I'm taking an absolute whooping here. Can we wait one more turn? Wait, hold on. Sato has magic now. Well, she has MP. Oh, we attack... Yeah, okay. Oh, character by 2 compatible characters. Pretty sure that she and Fabe can't actually do anything. But we'll rip it and just, you know... Maybe it'll do something. She didn't have the MP for this. Okay. Well, that was a fun thought. Again, I'm here for the vibes. I'm not here for the min-maxing. Oh, we're out of MP. Well. I'll rip a wind attack. Not even you have enough. Okay, we're gonna have to heal here. What? Oh, I can't believe there's a quick time event. Our powers are 1. Let's go eat this dual break blade. I mean, that was the most damage I've ever done in my life. My first group project. Okay. I didn't know there were quick times. I think that did that consume mana from Fabe, though? Uh-oh. Because Fabe has, like, really low mana. There's nothing you can do, I'm afraid. I mean, hold on, wait a minute. We do have usable items, right? Okay. I guess we can drop these if we need to. Drop it like it's hot. We have 1 heal. I believe Arias has like 70-something HP. So this will bring her up to cap, and then we're done healing. Okay. Was that 10 damage? Thankfully, the AI is, you know, kind of big chillin'. Like, a lot of the characters are just looking around. Well, oh, that's right. The enemies in the rear can't actually do anything about it. Because they're in the rear. They don't have the range. This is so terrifying. So a mechanic that hopefully we don't have to experience together is they've changed how death works. Ooh, she missed. In previous titles, when a character died, I definitely even have to use my food, I think. So what are we thinking? Onigiri Arias. There's 4 left after this. When when a character died, they became ashes, and you had to bring them back to get resurrected. Okay. I think Fabe is going to apple pie cook. I was only 32. I had an apple pie today. It was delicious. Well, I had a slice of apple pie. Okay, we stunned one. That's good. I have to use this onigiri too, I think. We could use a smoke bomb to destroy, or to, you know, disappear. But that's a future thing. Bayless joined racing the attack. Boom. 4 damage. We did it! The most difficult battle of our time. How much experience do you think I'm going to get for this? Oh, no. Oh, this is saying that surviving members made 2 progress in their course. Not 2 surviving members made progress in their course. Oh, treasure chests. Fayless. No trap. The carbon mic. Okay. What is this? More damage. Oh, it's a short range, though. Throwable in combat when used as an item. Does it come back to me, though? A splendid mic notable for how light it is. There's a pathos to its trumpet-like shape. Interesting. Yeah, again, like, the thief wants to be using daggers. That's what they're good for. The problem is that the thief is not a frontline character. Phaelus would have died in this battle, is all I'm going to say. We are completely so we want to leave. In the previous games, there were, like, teleporty statues you could use. They look like little spheres. I believe those are not in this one. 1% in her subject. Nice. Coco's about to level up. It's just birds. We're going to knock these birds. So I'm going to try and leave, and we'll see if I can show off the dorm restore thingamajiggy. Coco's level 3. Look at that HP growth. Oh my goodness gracious. Meanwhile, Phaelus, plus 17. What can I say? The Felper are supreme. Babe is leveled up. 13 HP. That's what we're working with. We do have 69 MP, which is nice. It's W! That is the most peculiar choice for a sidestep, but okay. Alcor has leveled up. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. Kuka learned new skills. Wait, what do you mean Kuka learned new skills? Is that because she's at 5% martial artist? Wow. These advanced classes are taking their sweet time. Oh! I guess that's why you think real hard about this. What did you learn? Heating up. Pressing W at the right time during a normal attack will trigger a stronger attack. There's more quick time events. Okay, what does this look like? No, I'm not just sitting here farming. I'll try and get to level 3 before we return to base. Oh, my mana's full now. Do I care? Not really. Okay. So, for Kuka... What is the W timing? I'm not sure. Alcor learned new magic. Okay. No trap. Bell went in the bag. By the way, I have Phaelus check every trap. So if he opens a chest that he says wasn't trapped, and it was trapped, kind of only his fault. I kind of skipped past it because I was zoning out. But Saltu and Reyes are level 3. So we are making good progress as a team. Just go ahead and have Fabe top off the ladies. Try to, anyway. There we go. And then we can go to the dorm. And we can rest to restore both HP and MP. Oh, it's both in this game. Ah. Nice. So in, there was another thing in the previous titles that has something to do with, like, age whenever you rested at some place. That's not in the game either. I don't know anything about that, but if that was a thing, it is a thing no more. So now that we're back, shall we... I would love to find... Should I buy the actual weapon, or should I just see if I can alchemy it? Because I have a surprising amount of money, but things are very expensive here. I could find... Yeah, the scythe. Medium range. Oh, we have a medium one. I believe that lets you reach once more. So long... can attack 3 rows. Scythe can attack 2. Does that technically mean the Sustia could be in the rear? Maybe. She's doing okay in here, though. But that's what the... Satu. The Fallen Angels love their scythes. Kind of a shame that's the only one. I have no idea who would use a fishing rod. Not a clue. Here we go. Short bow. LL range. Wait. Is that 4? So this would be for Phaelus. It looks like the mages can have this too. It's a little strange, isn't it? Okay. There are guns as well. I believe the only class that is exceptional with these, though, is the Gunner, which is the racial class for the humans. One-handed throwing. Okay. Well, let me take a look at all this, and I will get back to you. I think I'm beginning to understand what I meant, what that whole you can make really powerful weapons early on in the game was, because the store sells alchemy materials. So, if you want to sit down, you know, farm a bit. I mean, so for example, for Kulka, we can buy 5 crude iron and 5 crude skin, which are tier 2 synthesis materials. And then we can bring them over here. The steel claws require an iron fist, which I already have, and then this. So we could have these. I mean, if I can find a snake fang, I can make the bugnukas. Is there a snake fang in the store? Interesting. I don't say one. I feel like that the pig from Toy Story. I can see it. This list is very overwhelming, I will admit. So maybe we have to go find those materials, but yeah, I kind of see where they're coming from. So for example, these steel claws, we can just go ahead and make these. We could even synthesize them if we want to, but we're going to go ahead and make this. Huzzah. So, for Kulka, did I make it? I did. So the knuckles, I was going to give her the knuckles, which are 28 attack, big boon, and 20 accuracy, but why not give her the steel claws, which is 46 attack? Not too shabby. Like I said, I think the martial artists... Oh no, they could use fist weapons. I mean, to be fair, I think... So the way it works, it's different in every game, in the previous titles, but in this game, I want to say everyone can use every weapon type, but there's like a level of proficiency for each class. And there are passives. Here we go. There are passives that allow you to use 100% of the power of the weapons, in the fist category. So if there is some like big old special fancy fist weapon that you've molded into plus 15 or however high it goes, if you had a high level martial artist, or I think Beast also does this, but I'm not sure, as like your subclass or something, you could have this and fully utilize fists on anyone else, like a knight or whatever. There's a lot of crafting and weaving and min-maxing, quite frankly, that you can do in a game like this. So that's always fun to think about and sit on it. Now, excuse me while I sit here in silence and think real hard about what I'm doing next for this alchemy stuff, because I think I am in need of some bows. Huh. A synthesis manual to transfer the power of an item. These aren't recipes, these are manuals. I have no idea what this means. You can make grenades. Well, that's fun. Okay, so this was kind of what I was thinking about when I mentioned the gnomes and a way to increase your life, but I thought that there was a life fruit that was just... There's life space fruit to add plus 5 HP to an item, and then there's life fruit, no space, to add plus 10 MP to an item. There was something like this in the previous titles that you just ate and it gave you max HP. But, very interesting. Something good happens. Old school. What does it do? Some good, though. Some good. Also, I realized a little bit of my mistake. Thalis is using a trial sling. You may notice this trial sling has 2 attack. A basic sling has 21. So I'm making a sling for everybody in the back line to hopefully assist me in attacking things. I've already forgotten. I don't know how to increase... Do I really need more than 4 whetstones to get 1+1 on a sling? Because when I do it during the synthesis process, it just leaves the whetstones. We'll see. But everyone... Right. When you change classes, it unlocks all... Or it unequips all of your items. Minor detail. Okay, so it looks like for the lab, final answer. These scraps you cannot purchase from the store. So we have to go find these, and then we can purchase the materials, which we can use to create things. That's what's limiting us from just sitting in the first zone for like 3 hours watching a stream, and just making the god tier weapons right out the gate. I wish I remembered how to whetstone, unless slings can't be whetstones. That's possible, I suppose. I could make a sword. And by sword, I mean axe. I need iron junk, though. Getting a little low on money. I don't think we have the funds for this. I might be able to make 1. Oh. I did make a super axe. So an axe plus 3. I was able to combine... I don't have these anymore, do I? No. Wait, I do have them. Mika? Did I? Huh. So if I go here and I decompose this... Great. Then we go back here and we throw in our 4 whetstones. The result should be an axe and 4 whetstones. Oh no, I'm broke. Wait, hold on, I can fix this. We're combining this, and this should result in an axe and 4 whetstones. I have exactly 100 gold. And that's what it gave me. Huh. How did I make an axe plus 3? I'm so confused, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. It's fine. So Satu can now have the basic axe, because we're going to want to get her a scythe. I think that'll be the fun stuff. And the Dragon Knights like spears, but for now, we'll just ask them a question. All right. I have no money left. I am broke. Now let's get going. I don't know. We probably want to make a second team, don't we? I gotta be honest, I don't even know what my objective is here. I'm just kind of here exploring. But that whole resume thing, it makes me think we're gonna want another party. What is so many enemies? Well. Hopefully we are more equipped here. Okay, so my backline can now attack their backline. And the numbers should be... Oh! Well done, Phaelus. Even Fabe was hitting for 21. Oh, now we're talking. Now we're playing the video game. I'm satisfied, Dean Martin. We've come so far. I wish I had a bow. Oh, I can play the video game. We're doing it! Okay, let's help out. Oh. We did it, team. Headband +6? Now we're talking. I gotta be honest, I think Satu is gonna be in need of... The wisdom doesn't help her, but I think she's gonna be in need of defense. The Celestia aren't great at not dying on the front line. Don't tell her I said that. But it's the truth. Oh no! Oh! Why did hearts pop up? Did we do it? Oh. I don't know. I don't know. What is here? Ask him a question. Team, I feel like I've made so much progress. There's something shining on the grounds. A Class of Heroes medal! Okay, hold on. I think I've read... Uh-oh. Were we surprised? Shiitake mushrooms. Wait, did we not get... Oh, we were surprised, but we weren't... Oh, what's it called? It happened to me once during my testing. So basically, whenever that happens, we don't get a turn. They get to go for free. But your formation can be flipped on its head. So I'm not sure why that didn't happen there, but you know what? I'm not going to complain. And also, don't get it twisted that our backline are currently not being attacked at all. We are only fighting enemies who have melee attacks. There will come a time when our backline is not safe. Which is why fairies are a little saucier. But it's okay. Are there secret passages in this game? I actually don't know. Alright, I feel strong enough to move forward. To advance. This game does have a story. Oh, hey. The Health Skelt Caterpillar. Oh. Thanks, I guess. This game has a story. I've heard that it is slightly more comprehensive than the first game. Or Red, I suppose. The original release of the game actually has very, very polarizing reviews. as low as like 30 on a Metacritic and as high as like 70 something. So some people loved it, some people hated it. I personally don't enjoy how vague a lot of descriptors are. Especially when it comes to the characters and like their creation and whatnot, but... Ooh, what is this? A lightning bug. It's dead. Alcor learned new magic. You know who hasn't learned any new magic right now? Why did I get spit back? What? Huh. What the f... There's probably some invisible wall around this chest. But you know. Fade missed. Poor Fade. We're working with it. Bayless. The Devilish Curse. The chest wasn't trapped. Kusarigama -9. Isn't that a katana? Not stats. So. Minus weapons. This is a scythe. Cursed when worn. Oh. I almost instantly equipped it. I'm so glad I didn't. So, don't get hurt while throwing it. Weapons like this that have the minus modifier, well, first of all, it's cursed. We might have to try and purify it. But we can break them down in alchemy and still get their components and then try and make this better. So that's something we're going to have to test out. Give it a shot. Because a scythe would be cool. Huh. There's some sort of invisible path here. Okay. Cool. A treasure chest, Valus. No trap. Hula hoop +6. A hula hoop? What? Wait. What? Why was it not in the list of equipment? Is it not a weapon? To be fair, I think someone would laugh at it. It's an armor piece! That's almost worse. A large white ring. It takes a lot of skill for this to work as proper armor. -5 magical attack, +11 defense. So the martial artists do not have any magic. They do have benefits to not wearing armor, but I think that's an unlock. Yeah, so when they get Keen Eye, their evasion increases, which is better when they do not have armor. It just becomes weaker when armor is equipped. But conversely, if you aren't wearing armor, you have more evasion. We'll have to see if that is, worth it. Okay. That was fun. In case you're curious, during my testing, this is about as far as I got. I actually didn't even find the chest. A torn cape. That's used in alchemy. That's one of those things that we just have to find. The components we have to find, and then we can purchase the materials in the store. Oh, okay. Ladies, attack this, please. If I can bait the weasels to not come forward, that'd be great. It stopped to just take 1 damage. Whoops. Oh well. Huzzah! Rias has learned new skills. We also got a split axe. We have plenty of those. New skills, eh, Rias? 3%, by the way, in Drakonite. Oh, so she knows all of this? Okay. So she has dragon slaying. Not helpful right now. Supports the actions of the character this character cares for. Oh. Okay. A skill for a boy and a girl with mutual feelings. Increases maximum HP. Good. Good. That's just what Rias needed. Co-type by 2 characters. Co-type by two incompatible characters. Okay. So there is benefits to having negative relations. Then Breath from being a Bahamut. Throw yourself in front of an ally to protect them. This is a knight thing. Apparently also a Drakonite thing. Very helpful. Okay. Not too shabby. Look at Rias go. Look at her go. So I guess we can... So it looks like we can reincarnate. But I don't think we can borrow the skills. Oh, this is the first character that's attacking our backline. Thankfully, Phalis dodged because he's a Kulas. And then he leveled up. Nice. Look at that. Beautiful. Magnifique. And he learned a new skill. We also got the Torn Home Ticket. So the home tickets are consumables we can use to leave at any time. Oh. We could also just learn teleport. Okay. Kuka evaded, wow. My goat. And then she leveled up. 201 HP. And Fame is at 19. Oh, what am I gonna do with you? Phalis. It's Poison Dart, okay. Thankfully, when you check the chest and then use the same character to disarm it, it automatically puts your cursor where the trap that you detected was. That was a very nice quality of life feature. Little Cow 2, -2, and String Junk. So the Little Cow... Ooh, String Junk is the bow. The Little Cow is a puppet item, actually. There is a Puppeteer. We can get it here. The Puppeteer is a debuffing kind of class. Haven't heard great things. Or read great things, I guess. But... the beauty of this game is that you can do whatever your heart desires. Like I said, there were absolute mad lads who did full gnome builds. We did it! It's Neuzeheim. I had a quest to come here, and I didn't know what it was. Well, welcome to Neuzeheim. Like I said, I didn't get this far in my testing. If I did, I would have known. Alright, so we can explore... Resume. Oh, so we could garrison the team here and then start again in the school with a new squad? Am I understanding this correctly? Kaiser Knuckles. Those are pretty spooky. What? I don't think anything is unique here, except I don't know what this is. This human model manual? We could afford it. But I believe... Cool. So we get the maps here. That's nice. Yeah, these maps are not in the town. The town has... It has another map, but it was 100 or something. We can also purchase some consumables if we would like to. I believe this game has MP consumable restores, which is new. But again, just go back and take a nap. Take a nap. Yeah, so wait. So the crystal orbs were in the previous titles, and they used to just be in the labyrinth. You would touch them and it would like kick you out. so you can use it to return home. Now, it appears to be a consumable. I do not know what the difference is between these two things. They both cost the same, and they both have the same description. Okay. Sure. Why not? Bacon. Popular lotion among girls. Is that the quests? 7 thief tools. I'm going to buy this and go back to the academy. Just out of curiosity. Again, I don't think there's anything new here, so... We can clinic, we can world map, so you can see where we are. Oh, look, we made some actual distance. Can I? No, not fast travel. Okay. I will return. Is my quest to just go back? I'm just going to go back, and then I'll meet you there. Let's go to the library. The library. Okay. You? I understand this is my role as a librarian, but presenting quests is such a hassle. I'm Miss Spiel, you said. Here too. What? Does Presiana also have a teacher, child? There's only one teacher like that. This must be from Miss Spiel. Oh, you'll be doing an errand for a child? It suits you perfectly. She's waiting at the store. Go hear what she has to say. So is... Oh, I have to report here. Oh, that's right. I go here. What are those faces? Ah, the librarian. There's an old pact between the academy and the country. It's like a tradition, or something. Oh, she's not very friendly right now, but I'm sure things will be nicer between you in time. Surely. After I punch her. Just bear it for now. Anyhow, the first test. It's customary for all freshmen to take one of my tests before they go out on proper explorations. You have just transferred, so you haven't done that yet. And so we gotta fix that. Well, since it's your first adventure, I won't have you going anywhere that dangerous. But you gotta learn that adventuring is always life-threatening. Sure, our medical magic is advanced, and we haven't had 2 students die for a long time now. But when I was young, adventuring was a chain of deaths and revivals. It was a youth with danger always at my side. Listen, never let your guard down and focus on coming back alive. Satu's party nodded. Alright, here's your task. Just outside this academy, there's a place called the Dark Journey Forest. Legend says that it was created when the first king of the Neuzeheim kingdom we are in was once on a journey and dropped his staff, causing many huge trees to sprout. There are reports of a demon-faced beast lurking in that forest. It is a ferocious thing. If you let it do as it pleases, it'll probably attack the nearby villages and farms. Start by beating that thing, and bring proof that you did. You can also do some warming up by beating up the critters not far from the academy. Now scram! Go! Oh. Didn't know that was there. Where does she want me to meet her? Here. Hello! So you're the ones to take the quest. There's a little favor I wanted to ask someone. When you pass the Dark Journey Forest and go south, you'll reach a town called Neuzeheim. Do you know it? It's an old, even by the Kingdom of Neuzeheim standards, and has a strong tradition as a trading town. I want you to go to its market and buy me some maiden's lotion. Called it. I'm a lady teacher too, so I was thinking of rubbing on some of the lotion and becoming a real beauty. Huh? You're wondering why I'm not going there myself? Well, Neuzeheim is actually full of dogs. They say that a long time ago, dogs did a great job at protecting the town. So there's lots of them there even now. And many dogs are cute, but there are some who start barking and chasing you around. And that's very scary. It's strange. I can hide from monsters, but not dogs. They like the way I smell or something. Anyway, I'll give you the money for it when you bring it to me. So go do this errand for me. Welcome back. You were gone for like 3 seconds. Did you bring the lotion? I most certainly did. I am so happy. Do you have any dogs chase after you? I didn't even know there were dogs there. This is your reward for the help. Take it. A friendship ring. Let me just rub it in. Well, do I look like a beauty? Am I becoming like Miss Katya? One of these will last a fairy for a while, but I think I should have some more. If you find it again, do share it with me too. I'll thank you. Bye-bye. Cool. I don't actually know if we get... I mean, sort of like the actual reward we just got, which was a friendship thingy. 1 defense. The ring is simple, but notable for the fact that you can write on its insides. So... our lowest defense is currently Rias. We'll give her... I'd love to give her my friendship ring. Alright, well, I guess... I didn't know there was a boss. I'm gonna go bonk it. We did get a few items. One of them was cursed, right? Oh. Here we go. What? Are you out of your mind? We also got a... I got this. I forgot to mention this. This is a card. Okay. Can I break something down that's cursed? I don't think I can, but... maybe I can. We got chains and wood. Does that mean that I can... wait a minute. Wait 1 darn tootin' second. Huzzah! The whetstone thing didn't work, but... okay. Again, I honestly have no idea how I managed to make the axe +3. It's a complete mystery to me. But, is that better than this? It is! We have a bit less accuracy. But man, does it hit so much harder. And to be fair, it doesn't matter how hard you hit if you don't connect. But, just let me have this. Alright, so I'm assuming this boss is over here. Would you look at that? It is. They don't know we're here. Kill them! Leave none alive. Oh. The enemy took us by surprise, but we didn't get... okay. We didn't get startled or anything. Boom. Alcor leveled up even. Nice. He took a punch to the face and then he leveled up. Still a 42 HP. Yeah. You have to see it. Okay. So this is where the boss is. I believe I can save. I hadn't saved at all. I'm so glad I thought about this. Okay. Shall we? Suddenly, a monster's voice rang out. Something appeared. A foul creature. The demon-faced beast. So we actually do know a little bit more magic. Alcor can shield against Earth, and he can light up a labyrinth for a while. Shall we see how much damage he does with the wind magic? Fabe. Fireball! And Phalis. We can ignore elemental resistances, but I think we're just going to swing. 55. 65. 23. 31 on Satu. 7. And we did it! Yeah, so magic is, ooh, a little suspicious. Could you imagine how hard that would have been if I hadn't gotten all these items? Oh, stringless bow. Nice, now I can make a bow. A demon... wait, what? Satu's party acquired a demon beast fang. Oh. I said I acquired a demon beast, and I was like, excuse me? Hello? Mika? Okay. Just make sure Satu's nice and ready for romping. I kind of want to go to this town and see if I can just spam this from his spiel. Be right back. Okay, so the Maiden's Lotion is still here. If I buy this again, can I give it to her? We're back. Satu and gang, you brought more of the lotion. Yay! As promised, you can have this. silver powder, and 600 gold. Thanks to you, I'm starting to feel like I can become a real beauty. Will you take me as your bride when I grow up? Ah, stop it. You're making me blush. Anyway, good luck with your adventures. Oh, do I get materials whenever I start doing this? Maybe it's worth just spamming it out. We'll see. I did get enough to make a bow. You would think that a bow is better than a sling, but it might be like a speciality sort of thing. So sling is 21L. Large. Short bow is medium, I think. Oh, but it is LL. I see. I see. The crossbow SP is 2,800 gold. I think we'll let it go for now. Ooh. Okay, hold on. So, what I did, I was able to get to a short bow +1. Basically, I broke down the weapon and then just used the things that were already in the slot. So, if I decompose this again, we have that. And then I go over here and I slot these in. And then, nothing. I'm not sure, honestly. But, I lost my +1. Whatever, we'll just take it. I wanted the bow. I don't even know if it's going to be better than the sling for him. It's not, yeah. It's better in the fact that it has more range, but that's... I don't think I care. Well, we have one in case we want to rip out. Like, there's the ranger class that likes bows. But anyway. We did our job. It's time to report it to the staff room. Satu's party showed the demon beast Fang to Dresden. Hmm? Oh, it's clearly a demon beast Fang. I see, so you beat it. I knew you could do it from the moment I saw your faces. How was it, though? Did you like the adventure and the battles? Did you feel the danger? If you keep fighting scary beasts like that, you'll be having a way harder time. There'll be times so hard you'll want to make it so they never happened. To reset. You might even turn to God and pray for that. I wouldn't blame you for that. But my role here is to make you into a strong adventurer who won't have to do that much. Is he talking about saves coming? Anyway, you passed the first test. Here is the proof you did it. Take it. For the time being, go out and get some experience in the field. The next test will not be so easy. Now go. Move, move, move. Keep your wits about you, mage. True tests never ends. So we got the cape, which I think is a chest piece. Nope. Oh, I have a cabbage juice +5. It's an accessory. Magic resistance plus elemental X. I don't know almost X's, but a cloth meant to protect your torso from the cold and the rain. Great for cold-prone girls. Like Zato. Just like Zato. Well, my friends, I think we'll leave the first early look at Class of Heroes 3 here. I went into this not super excited, but the more research I did, and I did quite a lot, the more I interacted. No, I didn't really interact. I just read, you know, the enthusiasm of the Class of Heroes community. It is a very, very niche and excitable community. And, you know, their enthusiasm for the game wore off on me. I really like it, but I will be honest, if you are not an enjoyer of dungeon crawling JRPG, especially with older schooler features, more old school features, then you probably won't really enjoy your time here. Like, this looked easy, right? But don't forget, Fabe and his 19 HP are going to get one-tapped probably in the next zone. So, we'll see. I'll do a few more episodes. Definitely do one more for the release of the game on the 18th. September 18th, that is. And if you want to continue the series as a series, then we can. I wouldn't say I regret, but just to conclude, 3% subject for Satu and her Fallen Angel, 3% for Rias and her Dragonite, 9% for Kuka as a martial artist, 7% for Alcor now that he is an Aeromancer, 3% for Fabe, and 9% for Phaelus and his thief shenanigans. He is in fact a male. I also just now noticed that the races are spelled differently here. Some of them are. Bahamut has U's here. Felper is Felber here. And what is Crades even supposed to be? Well, anyway. That's it for today. Thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you to the patrons and the Trauma Support channel. I greatly appreciate you. If you'd like to stay up to date on the Hap channel, feel free to join the description down below. Thanks for watching. See you next time.